The Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest event to raise awareness and funds for Alzheimer's care, and then supporting some research as well.
Participants of all ages and abilities help to reclaim the future for millions, all while having fun and getting a little exercise.
Yeah, here to tell us more are Joey Burton, Bill Myers. Thanks, gentlemen, for joining us here.
Hi,
good to see you.
welcome.
Joey, would you tell us a little bit about kind of your overall goals for this and the Walk to End Alzheimer's?
Yeah, well, thank you for having us here today. Our goal at the Alzheimer's Association, one, is to raise awareness about the disease, and also to fundraise, so that way we can promote community events, community resources. The overall goal is to eventually one day end this disease, to find a cure. But right now our focus is on research and treatment for those individuals living with it, and supporting those who are caring for individuals with the disease.
So what programs and services do the funds raised at the event help support locally?
So through the local Nebraska chapter and here in Omaha, we have a lot of community resources. There's online resources, there's face-to-face resources, there are trained professionals available 24/7 to the community. So anyone who's struggling with the disease, maybe you've been recently diagnosed with the disease or you're helping to care for someone, locally we're able to offer you services, supports, and sometimes just having someone to reach out to who's gone through this battle before to be there to stand by your side.
I think all of us kind of know somebody impacted by Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
What is the impact in Nebraska here? What are some of those numbers? What are we seeing?
Well, right now in 2017, it's estimated that about 33,000 individuals are living with the disease. Locally, about $300 million is used in our Nebraska Medicaid. They're estimating that that number nationally could hit as high as $1.1 trillion by 2050. So here locally, we're finding that by 2025, it's estimated that 40,000 individuals will be living with the disease. So right now, about every 66 seconds, someone is diagnosed with this disease. So it's a disease that we have no ability to cure yet, but that's what we're fighting for. And this disease affects so many people, young and old, whether you're living with the disease or whether you're caring and loving for someone with the disease.
Well, speaking of, Bill, we want to get to you. We understand that you have a connection to this personally. Can you share that?
Yes. Back in 2004, I retired in March, and then in November my wife was diagnosed with an early onset dementia. And I was fortunate. I had a pretty good support system. Our youngest daughter lived here in the Omaha area, so with her and her two oldest daughters, they've been a big asset. I couldn't have done it without them, but we managed to keep her at home for almost 10 years. And then 3 years ago, last May, I had to finally place her in a care facility, and I just couldn't do it anymore, physically or emotionally. It just got to be too much, but I still go up and see her, try to get up there every day if I'm not working. I work part-time now, so if I'm not working, I'm usually up there to feed her breakfast, and most of those days I'll be back up for lunch. So it's been a struggle, but we're getting there, and so that's why I kind of explained some of my involvement. After we got her placed, I started getting involved with the Alzheimer's Association.
Yeah, it's a tough disease. What advice would you give for others out there? I mean, you've been through this almost 15 years now.
Yeah, I would say the very first thing, it would be just reach out to the Alzheimer's office, Alzheimer's Association's office, and there's a valuable source of information and various programs of support, and but just reach out and find out what's available. And then secondly, find a good support group. You quickly learn you're not the only one on this journey. And even though my wife's been placed and I'm no longer having to personally care for her, I still go to that support group meeting every other Monday because I feel I have something to add back, give back to them for these people coming in just beginning this journey. So.
Well, the walk is a great way to get involved. Let's talk about that real quick.
Absolutely. So we have two walks coming up here locally. We have the Sarpy County Walk, which is next Saturday. That starts at 8 a.m. at Bellevue West. And then here in Omaha, our walk is September 24th, and that will start at 10:30 registration. And so it'll be a great time. We have a lot of events planned, live entertainment. We're going to have some kids zones. You can bring your dogs. Everybody loves to come out and walk around with their dogs. It's about a 2-mile walk. It's just a great event to get outside, get some exercise, and connect with individuals in the community who want to support this cause.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your story, Bill. We really appreciate it. And for more information, head over to alz.org/Nebraska.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck
Thank
with
you.
the walks.
Thank you.
Up next